on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle to Akers.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. On 4th down, Stafford. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Throwing is Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford on first down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A huge play that time for the Rams. An even 50 yards. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
They'll run here with Akers.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Stafford now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking sideline, incomplete. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now it's Stafford. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here we go with Burrow. And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for two and try and win it right now?
Now for the all-critical extra point. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
Well, all right, partner, take a deep breath. The biggest of biggest stages in sport, the Super Bowl, and here we go with the first drive of overtime.
I'm not going to just take a deep breath. I'm going to get a little oxygen as well because...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.